So let's get into it. The one thing that's changed from the last video is that I now have her at M2, which is one of the reasons I wanted to get the build really good. And we have succeeded. Now, just to run through the stats, crit rate at 73% is perfect. With the M2 buff, which gives us 15% crit rate, and the crit rate from the Branch and Blade Song 4-piece, which gives us 12% whenever we freeze or shatter, that will put us at 100% crit rate, which is so satisfying. The crit damage is pretty damn good. With all the buffs that come from the W engine, we're getting 50% here. And then again from the Branch and Blade Song, we're getting 30%, so 80% increase. That will put us at 246.8, which is pretty insane. You know, ratios don't get much better than that. And then the attack, so 2800 is really nice. I've seen people with close to 3000, if not more, and a lot of the time the reason they have so much attack is because they're running a attack percent disc 5, which gives them 30% more. We are instead running the ice damage, which I believe is slightly better in terms of endgame damage, because most of the time you're going to be running someone like a Caesar or someone like a Sokaku, and all of these people give attack buffs. So the more attack you have from, you know, your discs and stuff like that, the more diminishing returns you're going to get. So in the end game, you know, we're talking like 5%, if that even, but 30% ice damage is probably going to be better. So I'm happy with that. Let's get into the drive discs. I'll talk about options that you have later. There's quite a lot of options you can have, but let's just walk through the drive discs. So as you can see, I went with Woodpecker, and obviously you have to have Branch and Blade Song. It's her best set. It's tailor-made for her. Yeah, this piece, pretty damn good. I actually stole this piece from my G1. You can see she's now running Astral Voice instead, but yeah, that might not even be good for her, but whatever. We'll deal with that another time. Yeah, I stole this piece. No wasted stats. Anomaly proficiency isn't the best, but it's not a quote-unquote wasted stat like defense or HP would be. This piece is very funny because it's not even that good of a piece, but it's very easily farmable. All I need is an attack percent and a crit damage on this piece. If I can roll 2 into crit damage and 2 into attack, it's going to be insane. You know, I'm looking at maybe 2,900, maybe, and then even more crit damage. You know, I probably push me up to 175, which, yeah, it's just even more damage. Is ridiculous. This is a very easily farmable piece that will net a lot of returns. This piece, really good, ton of crit rate here. Only wasted one is this HP roll. If it rolled into attack, it would be crazy. This is also a really decent piece, you know, 2 into attack and a little bit into crit rate. It's perfect. Again, like I said, anomaly proficiency is not really wasted, so it is what it is. Now this is the contentious piece. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty decent piece here. Only thing that would make it better if this was attack percent, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm not too fussed about it. What I will say about this is that if you have an attack percent one with just really much better stats than your ice damage one, feel free to just go for the attack one. The percentage difference from ice damage to attack percent is too minimal to really care. And if the ice damage one is just a really shit, has just really bad substats, you're better off just going with the attack percent one. overall it's going to be more damage. So don't get too bugged out about having ice damage. You can also run attack percent. I just lucked out and got a really nice ice damage one, so I can't complain. And then attack percent for number 6, again, pretty much ideal. You know, if this was anomaly proficiency, maybe it'd be slightly better, but it doesn't get much better than this really. So this took me forever, and I'm really glad I've managed to do get the stats to where they are now. But yeah, let's talk about alternatives. So over the last couple days, these are the sets I've been looking at. So that's Astral Voice, obviously Branch and Blade Song, Polar Metal, Hormone Punk, and the Woodpecker. Those are the ones I think most people will look at. The reason Astral Voice is really good is because Astral Voice gives that flat attack, that attack percent. But the main reason it's really good is that this and Branch and Blade Song come into the same domain. So they're very easily farmable together. You can see that, you know, I got this piece, which is a pretty good piece, and I was trying to build around it. But in the end, I did go with Woodpecker because it was just slightly better. Yeah. You can also try Polar Metal, right? Polar Metal gives that ice damage plus 10%, which is really good. And then obviously the old ones like Hormone Punk as well also give attack percent. So whatever you have laying around, you might be able to make work. You know, the differences in damage are so minimal that whichever one makes the most sense for you is probably best. It just so happened that Woodpecker was best for me, and it gave me that 100% crit which I was looking for. So yeah, that's the drive disc. Those are the alternatives, whichever works for you really. At the end of the day, the priority is always going to be getting your crit rate to 80%. Once you can get 80% crit rate, I'm talking with the buffs, any buffs that you will have, you're good to go, because that's enough to get the maximum value out of her core skill, right? You need that 80% crit. Anything after that is luxury, and it's whether you want to invest in that or not. From there, you just want crit damage and attack percent. You know, that's going to bump up your damage the most. So yeah, don't fuss too much about trying to get 100% crit, because it's just not needed. It's just something that my OCD made me have to get. So it just is what it is. In terms of spending priority, just pick this up. This Wenjin is absolutely insane. 24% crit rate for free, which is how much you're getting just from this disc, right? You're getting from your Wenjin. And then 50% crit damage is more crit damage than you're getting here as well. So it's like, it's insane. And then ice damage as well, 20% stacking up to 2 times. 40% is more than you can get from the disc. This is such a ridiculous Wenjin that I would just highly recommend you get it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But if you are going to maybe think about getting Mindscapes, don't even bother getting one, right? If you're only going to get one, don't bother, because M1 is a pure DPS increase. You know, it's a decent DPS increase too, but the main bottleneck for Miyabi is her Fallen Frost generation, right? You're trying to get as many of these as possible, and M1 doesn't solve the problem. M2, however, is a massive power spike. You know, it's a little bit more damage, but every 5th hit of your auto attack gives you 1 point. And over the course of a fight, that's a lot of Fallen Frosts that you're going to get. And then the extra crit rate is just bonus. So M2 is a really nice stopping point. M4, it's whatever, it's not really that worth it. for M6 is it's the win more button. You know, you turn Miyabi, who is already a ridiculous character, into an absolute killing machine. You know, this is lore accurate Miyabi right here. Essentially all it is more damage, and then every time you do the full charge, once you're charging, it will do these big slashes which just do crazy damage. So yeah, part of me really wants to get M6. This will probably be my first M6 character on any of the Hoyoverse games, if I do, but it's not really financially responsible. I'm a dolphin. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, you know. I get the characters I want, and I'll get M2 most of the time for characters that I really like, but I don't know, something about Miyabi just wants me to push for this M6, but we'll see. I never say never really, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's the showcase. If there's anything else you want me to talk about, any questions you guys have, just let me know. And yeah, enjoy the montage of me killing things really quickly. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
刀は早い。絶対に勝つ。混沌を断ち切る。一撃で制します。勝利を上となし、動乱はこれにする。刀ははい。さあ、よしよし。終わりだ。怒りますよ。それ以上はいかせねえ。刀はもう早い。終わりだ。弱点はそこです。目の前だぜ。天網開会。アフ、チョク、ジャンプ。